3 games of that Wipeout?
I've only played the first one so far. I haven't actually got to the other two. But I would have thought they're all going to be pretty much the same because it's a HD remake of Wipeout of all 3 of them. It's not just one. So
I must admit, I watched a Digital Foundry thing on it, and they were basically like using it in 4K mode and basically doing 2-player split screen, and it wouldn't drop below 60 FPS.
Yeah, that's nice. That's what you need.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, hey, Crazy Master Race.
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
I was going to have a frothing seizure.
Anyway, my PC crashed. So, yeah, so we're just going to carry on from where we were.
Oh, yeah, definitely had a Wipeout there, didn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, Wipeout is... The other thing with Wipeout, it is so fast at times. I mean, some of the tracks are all right, but some of them are bloody fast. I mean, I'm an old git now, so my eyes can't handle it these days. It's like, so I end up losing it, and I end up, when you hit the side walls, you sort of just stop and go boom, 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 boom. Oh, no. But then you got...
need the reactions.
Yeah, well, yeah, the reactions are most probably crap.
Of a Korean StarCraft player. Them guys are quick.
Yeah, but there is a multiplayer to this as well, which I haven't touched because there's no way I'll even get anywhere near anyone in the multiplayer. But yeah, it's good. It's another game that's, you know, if you've got fond memories of the original Wipeout on the PlayStation 1, then I think you'll really enjoy this. And it's at a nice price, so, you know, it's good.
It's only going to get cheaper as well as time goes on.
Yeah, and as I say, we've got Crash Bandicoot next week, I think it is, another HD remake of a PS1 game. Hopefully we might get a Ridge Racer, because that's the one I want. That's the big one for me, because Ridge Racer's got a very fond memory from the original one to Rage Racer, and then my favourite one, which was Ridge Racer Type 4, which I've actually still got the original box that came with a special controller for the PS1.
Was it Ridge Racer Unbounded that literally sank the franchise?
Yes. Yeah, it was shit. I've played.
I wasn't a fan of that. I don't think I could even finish above like 4th place or something on that. And I'm like, hold on a second. I've played like almost every Ridge Racer. I should know what I'm doing.
The thing with Ridge Racer though is it was. I mean, the original Ridge Racer was brilliant because of the music as well. I mean, it was great because it was It must have been 96. It came out or 97, something like that. Or could have been earlier, but it was just great music as well. That, you know, and it was pounding. You know, you just like, you know, got to get around the track and the rest of it. And you know, all your mates around, you just took turns. You know, that and Ridge Racer was the other one. So,
well, am I right in thinking the old Wipeout? You could put the Wipeout on the PS1. You could put it into your CD player, and you could play the tracks from Wipeout.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soundtrack. Yeah. Old school.
Yeah. Do you know what? There's actually a few games on the PlayStation 1 that do that. There was another game called Hard Driving. I don't know if anyone remembers that, and I picked that up a little while ago, and I played it on the PlayStation 1. I was like, oh yeah, man, these are old sort of hardcore rave songs.
Yeah.
And then I actually put it on the PC, and it actually worked. It actually put it onto my iTunes library. So I was like, oh, awesome! I can now listen to this while I'm going to work, and I can pretend that I'm driving fast. So, yeah, well worth picking up. That's it. That's me done.
Wow. Who's that, Stunny? That was awesome.
So I know.
Who's next? Because I can't actually remember.
It's me.
Oh.
I have been playing a lot of FIFA.
Oh, I'll go to sleep now then.
No, I don't play any of the Ultimate Team nonsense, microtransaction card game nonsense. I just go on and play a game online against someone random all the time. And you start off Division 10, and you have 10 games in each division, and you have to try to work your way up. And after 24 seasons, so I've played nearly 250 games online for this.
Wow.
I finally reached Division 1 this week, so I'm quite chuffed with myself. I did, so that's what I haven't had the time recently to sit down and play a game for maybe like I used to for 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. So I just come on, have a wee game of FIFA, and that's where I've been playing. That's what I've been playing mostly in the last couple of weeks. I've just got back into it because I'm missing the football. There's no football on anymore, so I know whenever on this podcast talks about FIFA, so I thought I'd throw a wee bit in.
That used to be Peeps' domain.
Yeah,
I'm
snore.
I'm an ex-FIFA fan, but I kind of had to come off. I just spent too much money on the Ultimate Team, like too much money, like every year, at least £1,000.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah, like opening packs, it was an addiction. And after I think it was FIFA 16, I was like, no, this is enough, because obviously you can't take your Ultimate Team to the next FIFA. So all that money that I spent, the team that I built, it was worthless, absolutely worthless. So I was just like, right, I'm not doing it no more. Because unless you're active and you're trading cards, and you know what's going on in the market, like who's selling for what and who's gone down in price, you just end up with a crap team that's not worth nothing. And now it's just, they bring out like man of the match cards. They bring out so many different
Team
cards.
of the week and all that.
Yeah, it's just too much now. It's just EA milking it. It's absolutely milking it now. So it's just like, now I'm done with FIFA now.
There's a couple of times I have tried to get into it, but it's just not me. I just prefer to go in and just play a game of FIFA. I'm always the same team. I'm always Manchester United. I'll never be anyone else. And I'm just, I just enjoy it. That's just what I've done over the years. I used to always play online with a guy that used to be around the community a bit more, Brady Boy. And he used to play hundreds of games against each other, where he won the majority of them, unfortunately. But no, I've always enjoyed the sports games, but just getting back into FIFA with no football being on.
Did you just last thing on FIFA? Did you hear there was a big report about FIFA that the actual game has issues that they've actually brought up with EA about it cheats, as in you could. You've not read that, all right? You'd have to have a look. It's on Eurogamer. There was basically an article about it, as in they were saying that there's always this time where you could be 1-0 up, and then the next thing you know, the other team scores. They've been crap all game, and then 5 minutes before the end, or 3 minutes before the end, they go and score a goal.
There is a thing I've noticed, like if you're in the 45th minute of the first half or the 90th minute of the fucking second half, and you're defending a 1 goal, you'll concede. I don't know what it is about the 45th minute and the 90th minute, but it says it's going to be like a minute or two of injury time and so on. Sometimes it's the way it plays out. It seems like it's played like 6-7. Honest to God, some of the times you're sitting there, you're 1-0 up, 90th minute. And the game should have blew up, and the next minute they have like 4 corners in a row. The game still hasn't blew up, and then the score from nowhere. It drives you crazy. It drives you crazy.
Well, just after you score as well, I think it's maybe 15 or 16. Just after you score, they always manage to get one. But it's like they've just got a better chance, or your keeper just doesn't want to save like shots that he's been saving all game just because you've just scored. It was annoying. Especially when you like playing online. Big rage from that. I've broken a few controllers over FIFA, for sure.
See, I only play online. I don't play. I did play the Journey because I wanted to see what it was like. The new career mode that was included in this year's FIFA, but it's okay. It's nothing special. But I'm just more of an online gamer. I prefer just to go on. I think it's easier to play against an online player because they're more vulnerable to make mistakes, whereas the computer plays a set way. So, that's FIFA.
I did play the trial of it on the EA Access on the PC, but it's pretty dead on the PC.
Okay.
To be fair, there's a FIFA Online free that they play over here. It's a free-to-play FIFA. Quite a lot of customers in my shop, they play that. It's about a 3 or 4 year old like graphics looking FIFA, but it's all free to play. It's quite basic, and it's sort of a card system. It's in Thai, so I don't understand it too much, but it's sort of it's like an Ultimate Team, but you don't have to buy the cards. I don't know how they make their money on it, but yeah, that's quite popular out here on PC. But when I tried to find a game on the new FIFA when I was on the trial, just couldn't. It was a nightmare to find a game. Waiting 10 minutes to get a game, so I was just like, won't even bother.
Right, next.
Madden?
No other sports kits for me. Now, a couple of months ago, I finished Metal Gear Solid 5, and I mean when I finished it, I finished all 50 missions and all 156 side missions.
Wow. Well done.
Absolutely everything.
What's the playtime?
Oh, now considering this is the second time I've played through it, because I played through it on the Xbox One, and then I bought it again on the PS4, and I've just dumped all the old time now. Maybe about 100 hours, maybe more.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I've developed every single weapon in the game. I'm trying to go for the 100% completion. I don't know what it is. I'm not usually that type of gamer, but I just for some reason I've got into my head I want to get 100% Metal Gear Solid 5. Now I'm up to 93%. I've still, like, you have to go around and you have to get S missions in every mission, S ranks in every mission, and I've got maybe 30 of the 50 missions at S rank at the minute now. Some I did get myself, but the majority of them I've been looking up on YouTube and getting watching videos on how to get the S rank. This game to me, it doesn't get old. It's you can just go in. I love my stealth games. Splinter Cell being my main game of all, the best game of all time. But this game nails it stealth wise for me. I can just go in and just either go in and just go guns blazing because I've got every weapon going now. I can all the stealth camos. I've got this sniper rifle now. We can just where there was a certain part in the game where if you were giving off too many headshots, the AI would start wearing helmets and you couldn't penetrate the helmets to get a headshot. And now I've got the sniper rifle that will penetrate anything. You even see like wooden buildings. You can one shot of this sniper rifle will totally destroy it. And I ended up having to develop so many other parts to it. I ended up getting a suppressor for it, and I can just go around sniping people from miles off with helmets on and just run through. I'm trying to get as many S rank soldiers now to just to get the 100%. But I just in love with that game, and I can see myself playing, even maybe starting a new playthrough because I want to play it again, but from scratch. But I'd lose everything. There's not like you can have two saves within Metal Gear. Unfortunately, it's all just under the one save, which is disappointing.
So the game notices that you're getting too many headshots and adapts and makes the AI wear helmets, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you just go into patrol and you're just looking to take a couple of an enemy Spectre Muller base, say you go a particular route, they'll start putting landmines in the ground. Or if you come at night, they'll start wearing night vision goggles. So the game does adopt in that sense.
I didn't know it was that deep. That's pretty good.
It does. It's brilliant. Like there's parts that you've seen the cardboard tricks in the cardboard box where you put a sticker on the cardboard box of a woman and you'll stand up in the cardboard box. The card will come over and go, oh. And then the other aspects of it too, there's the tapes you can find. You can find a tape of someone taking a shit. And you can go into one of the porta cabin loos, and if guards walking by, you can play the tape, and the guard will walk away because you're taking his shit. It's unreal the amount of depth that Kojima went into it. And actually, one of the side missions there, once you get to like mission 42 or 43 or whatever, and you complete it, one of the side missions opens up that you have to actually go and rescue Hideo Kojima.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that on YouTube.
And it was just a cool wee side mission. Yeah, so, just love
done the intro to that game. It's like one of the best intros to a game.
Oh, yeah, it's all.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's wicked, but then once I got into it...
Yeah, that intro's like an hour and a half long. It's crazy. But, it's just... I would like to play it again, but I want to get that 100% before I delete my save and then start again. The other day, I was helping Sly Almond out playing a bit of Bloodborne.
Yay!
All right, you did actually help him. Was that on the witches?
Yeah, we got the. No, that was. the Hemicternal Lane witch. You know, it's the one of the side areas, but then we got the witches down at the bottom of the woods.
Yeah.
Now I got the Bergenworth, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm about halfway through the game now. I don't know when they trigger the DLC for him, but
Probably at the end.
No, you can. It's after Vicar Amelia.
you can do it at any point now, so you can't Sly.
But what
you
level do I need to be?
I'd maybe play a wee bit more of the game before you.
I would do the whole. I'd do the whole game without doing the DLC, to be honest, and then do the DLC personally.
Yeah, I'm level 40, I think.
Well, you'd want to get to a certain point at the end of the game, because if you actually complete the game, you'd have to do the game up to Amelia again. You have to go into New Game Plus before you trigger the DLC. So make sure you don't.
Yeah.
I'll explain that to you. Don't worry about that.
I know you mean though. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, even the other day after I was playing with Sly, I just went into a couple of areas and rang the bell, just to help a couple of people take on the boss fights, because I just get a kick out of fighting the bosses. I know how to take them down and what weapons they use, what they attack. So
We got up to Rom the Spider, didn't we?
yes.
Rom's a piece of piss, but everyone else struggles.
Stop it! Stop it!
We struggled with it because he hit us with
Really?
the Arcana magic
Fire,
and it
mate.
just killed us
Use
in one hit.
fire. Easy, piece of piss. Did him first go. Well, actually, no, I did him second go because Galford came in with me on the first go, and he bloody died, didn't he? And then I was on my own. I didn't survive, and I went in on my own the second go, and yeah, it was easy. You just have to learn how to do him in a certain way. But it's funny because everyone has different bosses that they do well on. I mean, I really struggle with the dude that's got a cage on his head. He runs around, you've got to run after him. And everyone said, he's a real piece of piss, that one. I don't know why. It took me 4 attempts to do him for some reason. So, but it's just everyone has, different things. But brilliant game. So.
We haven't been invaded yet, which I'm surprised by. But yeah, I just enjoy playing through that. Anyone at any time is just a brilliant game.
You have to come and help me do the DLC.
The DLCs for me, it's even like some of the level design within the DLC is the best I've ever seen in any game. It's just amazing. Amazing. Cool. I picked up Dishonored 2 the other week for tenner.
Yay!
Yeah, I picked that up, but I haven't actually got it out of the wrap yet.
Ooh.
No, I've played it for a couple of hours. I've pretty much just done the first wee area where you don't have any abilities, and I've just got to. I think it's the original setting of the first game. I've just pretty much started the game, got my first ability. So I've just to think a wee bit more time. I enjoyed Dishonored, the first one, and if they can expand and make the gameplay a bit better, and the stealth mechanics a bit better, and give you some more new abilities, which I don't know about yet. I'll really enjoy it. You've played it a couple of times now, Sly, have you?
Oh yeah, I want to say I played through it 3 or 4 times.
Is that for different endings, or who did you choose to play as?
So I played as Corvo my first time. And I did the full stealth, no detections, no kills on my first go, and it was quite fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for myself. No, I decided to play as the girl. I don't know the character's name. Is that Corvo? Yeah.
Emily, isn't it?
Emily's the girl.
Okay. No, it seems good so far from what I've played, and just need to get back into it now that they've got some of the abilities and that. So. Yeah, Dishonored. And I also played the first episode of Life is Strange. I've never played it before. Now, coming from The Walking Dead, I just think it's so much more beautiful, and I think the game has a lot more depth to the storytelling possibly than like the Walking Dead or something like that from Telltale. And I'm really looking forward to playing like the next couple of episodes, but I need to sit down where I've got a stint where I can play it for maybe 2-3 hours, because I found the first episode went on pretty long. It was maybe spent 3 hours in the first episode, walking around trying to get everything.
The game really does pick up. I mean, I really enjoyed some of the Telltale games, and after playing Life is Strange, I can't play a Telltale game again because this just puts them to shame. You know, it's just so much more. The story's just a lot better. There's a lot more interactivity in the game as well, and it's just a really great ride from start to finish. It's one of those games I think everyone should give a go. It's just absolutely fantastic.
I just see episode 1's free on Steam as well.
There you go, sorted.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I'll give that a
That's
download.
good. No, it was on PS Plus there, so I got it for free. So
nice.
I'll play it. I'll just give it a play.
I wasn't going to
Steam
mention it, but I did download it off PS Plus and play it all in like 2 sittings just to do it again to get the platinum trophy.
No, I did. There seems to be opportunities to get different photographs or something.
Yeah, that's how you get your platinum. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I missed a couple of them in the first episode.
Yeah, there's 10 per episode, so there's 50 overall.
And it's nice the way it gives you what way you can see what way people decided to do things or whatever. I like that aspect of it, because it's just nice to see what way people played it, because it can tell you like Webby chose this or Sly Almond chose this. So I like the way it handles that. So, but other than that, it's been mostly all FIFA for me. So that's me done.
Sweet. Who's next?
I think it's me, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yay. All right, I'll knock a few of these off quick. Persona 5, I've actually put some time into it this week. And when I say some time, I mean like 20 hours. I finished... So the last time I played it, I'd finished Palace 3. This week I finished Palace 4, 5, and I'm probably about halfway, 3/4 on Palace 6. I will say I've heard from people who finished the game that the palaces do drag on. They definitely drag on.
Yeah.
They're so well designed, though. They look great and they play great. It's just the problem is you run into an enemy every corner you go to, and it's just like turn-based combat. But there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying Persona 5. I've been playing quite a bit of it this week myself. I've literally just beaten the 3rd palace, and I'm waiting for the dude to confess his crimes at the moment. So I'm just wandering around.
That's the bank one, right?
The mafia dude.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm going to say on that, because I don't want to give away story spoilers. But yeah, I'm just hanging around, just trying to talk to my pals and rank up some stuff. I'm really enjoying it, but I'm getting a bit... Even though I've only done 3 palaces, I'm kind of sick of them already, because I just seem to drag on and on.
Pretty sure there's 8 or 9.
Oh.
I'm hearing this quite a bit now from people that this game's too long.
The Persona games are always long, like Persona 4 Golden.
JRPG, of course it's going to be long.
I think it's about a 100-hour game.
Whoa,
I reckon I can do it in less than that. I'm up to 35 hours and I'm almost done with Palace 6. I reckon for me it'll be about a 50, 60-hour game.
Wow. And I'm about 30 hours in, so it's like 10 hours a Palace for me, so...
That's because I can read very quickly, so I read, hit X, like as quick as I can.
Dude, and I spend a lot of time calling that maid teacher to clean my room.
Saying that,
I've heard
about it. I got a trophy this week. I got a trophy this week. Romance one confidant fully, and it was the maid.
Nice.
So is that the girl that you kissed then, Sly?
No.
Oh, was that real life?
Yeah.
No way.
IRL.
Sly's first kiss, live on air.
That wasn't live on air. It was yesterday.
Was it one of those things you blow up? Did you call it Trudy?
11 at the time.
Trudy comes out the cupboard again.
Old school discos.
Anyway, let's talk about games again.
Yeah, it was definitely real. Anyway, let's move on. Persona 5. Persona 5, good game, bit long. Looking forward to finishing it so I can put my time back into Horizon and Bloodborne a bit more. Bloodborne we already talked about. GTA 5 on the PC I've gone back to.
Dude, you're talking about all my games here.
I know, I'm helping you out.
All 3 of us
GTA
have got the same
5,
games already.
There's been a few new updates. There's like the gun running, you got all the CEO stuff and the motorcycle club stuff, and I've just been running with different people, different communities. I played a bit with Wes, some of Wes's friends. We unsuccessfully did a heist. We failed.
Many a times.
We made you the guy with all the money. We just put it all on your back, and we were like, "You stay back and stay alive." And that
no
didn't
levels,
work so well.
no armor, no nothing.
Yeah, no, we were doing the last heist where you were on the motorbikes, and boy, we made it, but we didn't have enough time one of the times. We had like 30 seconds to go down the mountain.
You have to parachute at the end, and I'm not high enough level to have a parachute.
Yeah,
so
we could have driven the full drive off the cliff. We probably would have made it, but someone's idea was to jump off the cliff.
Yeah, we done it again actually the next day, and we did just drive off the cliff, and we made it.
Yeah, see, smart thinking. Should have done that.
One thing that has intrigued me with GTA 5 is obviously it's been out for quite a while now. Had it on the Xbox 360. Also got it on the Xbox One. I've now got it on PC, and what amazes me, and I'm not like being all elitist or anything here. It's just I was actually just stunned on how good the game looks on PC compared to the Xbox One, because I was like, it's like playing a new game. It's like that good looking. I was like, how the hell can this even be possible in such an old game? Because it is quite an old game now.
It's a 360 PS3 original game.
You know, and I was like, fucking hell! Like,
it looks good on the PS3 360, to be honest.
It's like if this game came out,
well.
If this game had only just come out this week, we would all be saying, "Wow, this game looks amazing." You know, they really did a good job with this game, like polishing it and all that. And I'm really enjoying the game again. It's just so much fun, like the open world, the music, the story. I forgot how good this game was, and I'm really enjoying just playing the single player again now. I've not played any multiplayer with you guys on the PC yet, but I look forward to doing some heists and stuff. It's a really great game.
I wanted to ask you actually. I'm pretty sure they cut off the importing your character to PC in March.
Yes.
Were you able to import yours, or
nah, mate? I just made a new dude. Yeah, that's fine.
You have to level up with me then, Webby, because I'm low level.
That's cool.
But I'm level 98. Catch up to me.
I'm like 12. I've got a long time.
I sold my apartment. I just have the giant office building now where I conduct all my illegal vehicle snatches.
Yeah, that's the most money in that, I think.
They
added
the good
more.
Stuff is, yeah.
Go on, sorry, Sly.
I was gonna say the gun running missions came out recently, where you basically they're a lot different to the other kind of mission where you're not so much trying to smuggle things, you're just trying to blow shit up, and it's just a good time.
They're constantly updating the game. I mean, they added more music to the radio stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're constantly updating it. I think that's why
there's always like new cars and multiplayer modes.
Fourth or fifth, like most played game on Steam still, and it's an old game. Like,
one of the lowest reviewed now, though.
Yeah, because took away that mod support.
They put it back now. After all the controversy, really? They've gone and put it back. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. It was like their bread and butter. Like every time I know, the only reason I know people want GTA on the PC half the time is so they can mod it.
Yeah.
I haven't modded it. I just want it.
I learned from the mods as well, though. That's how they progress with it.
Someone made a first-person mod for the GTA 4, and that inspired them to put it in the next-gen versions of the 5. Yeah.
It's amazing how much they've supported this game online. It's amazing. But the only thing that I would say is I'm surprised there's still not a story DLC out for it whatsoever.
I think they're making so much money off the online, and they're drip feeding the story through the online missions and stuff, like the gun running and the sort of like the old
vehicles
stuff like that.
theft and stuff. Because you get like these warehouses and you steal vehicles and then you sell them off to like the highest bidder. And that's the whole thing you can do.
Is it like a good same team is it the same team that will be working on Red Dead 2?
It should be.
So maybe they might bring it out after they finish Red Dead. They might bring out some expansions for Grand Theft Auto.
I think they're going to put all their attention into Red Dead as of next year, to be honest.
I hope the online is as good as this.
Yeah.
And I hope it comes to PC. Otherwise, I definitely have to buy it.
It will. It'll just be 18 months later.
The other thing that I find interesting, because obviously the whole, like, these shark cards that you buy.
I've seen
like in-game credits, basically. It's the in-game money. That sort of works because it fits into the lore of the game and everything as well, like with it being credit cards and stuff. How are they going to do that with like the old West? Is it going to be like IOUs and stuff like that?
Bags of gold
from the bank, like sales bonds and stuff like
that. Yeah, the thing is, I don't have too much of an issue with the shark cards because I think that they you can earn your money in game a lot easier than you used to be able to anyway.
Yeah,
like, you do the heists. You do the heists, you get like a good chunk. Yeah, no, they're not.
There's a glitch for the last heist, isn't there? So you can keep doing the last heist, which is $1 million.
Yeah.
I think there's a glitch. You can keep replaying it, and you get $1 million split 4 ways.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I should look into how to do that. I could use some more money. I've just got back over $1 million now. I might buy a. You can buy a portable command center, which is just a giant truck, and it's like you can do launch missions from it, but it's like a portable base in like a truck, and I kind of want it.
I still remember watching
1.25 million.
Okay. I can still remember watching Webby fly a chopper into Dan.
Yeah.
On my apartment camera, like on the street camera outside.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Quality.
All right. We probably talked about enough about GTA 5 over the last 4 years.
I just want to say it's a great game, and we should play more multiplayer.
Yeah. All right, so I'll just go in order. Talisman. Wes and I had a quick go on this game before the podcast because Webby told us to buy it.
Classic.
We weren't really sure what we were doing. I was a ninja and Wes was a pirate, and we were sort of rolling the dice and attacking things, and some things happened. I'll maybe let Webby explain how.
You need to read the rules, man.
You need to get to the middle of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought so. There's a crown on the board. Is that what you meant to get to?
Yeah, right in the centre.
Oh, okay.
First person there, basically.
What I didn't get was I was killing people, like when I was pulling adventure cards, and then the cards were going into my pile. But can I use them cards, or how does that work?
I think you needed certain points and items or something to get to the next ladder up into the next circle going towards the centre.
Okay.
Something. Okay. It's been ages since I played it, but I remember playing it a lot when I was like a teenager, like the actual board game.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a classic game, man. We just need to read the rules, but
it's chilled as well.
It's chilled out because I'm glad you guys picked that up because it's a good game. But we've also picked up Tabletop Simulator, haven't we, on the PC?
Yeah, we've also picked up Nidhogg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've played that. Yet. That's quite a fun game actually.
Yeah,
is that the old stick fighting martial arts?
Yeah. Webby and I had a quick go on tabletop, but we couldn't really figure things out. We were trying to remember the rules to Trivial Pursuit.
Rules to Trivial Pursuit?
Yeah, we're trying to remember if you start on the middle or start on the outside.
I think you start on the outside and work your way into the middle.
You start in the middle. We had this discussion for like 5 minutes.
So this Tabletop Simulator is actually really cool, so I just want to talk about it for a moment. So it's a Steam game. I think it's in the sale at the moment for like £6 or something.
It's half price.
So basically, in the Steam Workshop, basically any board game that you can think of is available just to download for this game. So if your mates also know the rules for these games, these board games, you can just play them. So they've got like Eldritch Horror,
I know you one
poker.
game that isn't on there.
Go on.
How to Be a Complete Bastard.
Well, you can flip the table.
Well, you can flip the table, but it's even got Final Fantasy, the card game, on there, so it's everything.
And it has Coup, which Webby doesn't know how to play, and he cheats at.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is, so I just flip the table.
Who, it's got Uno, it's got Monopoly, it's got Fallout Monopoly, which I really want to play.
Star Wars Monopoly, Fallout Monopoly.
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against
Humanity. Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's
most popular game on there.
We have to give that Dark Souls one a go as well.
Yeah.
Read the rules for it. I think it'd be interesting.
Oh yeah.
You just control the pieces like you were actually sitting around a table. I think it's a bit iffy with the camera. Like you got to know how to use the camera, because sometimes I end up too far zoomed in, and it's like I can't read stuff.
Yeah, it's actually a VR game, ain't it? So. It's kind of, it adapts, so as if you was wearing a VR headset and using the controllers to pick up the pieces. So it's a little bit
It
weird.
works pretty well from what I can see. The problem is I need to find a way to turn flip table off, otherwise Webby will just flip it every time.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do it once just because it was fun. So yeah, what else we played, Sly?
I was gonna say hopefully you introduce us to some new board games.
Yeah.
Anyway, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, of course.
Yes, Battlegrounds.
Whoop.
Well, we were trying to stream it earlier in the week, and we played like one game, and then there was an update, so then we all had to update it. But I don't know what to say. It's Battlegrounds. We've talked about it every week for like the last 2 months. But they're adding the climbing soon. They're adding the vaults and stuff. They're adding a new gun. I want to say they're adding like
Glock
bullpup
18.
rifle. Are they adding a bullpup rifle?
I'm not sure on that, but I know they're adding a Glock, and you can put a red dot on it as well. That is going to be sweet.
Yeah. So it's just like one of those good multiplayer games. It's honestly the what is it, the third most popular game on Steam at the minute or something, behind Counter-Strike?
Yeah, third behind. Yeah, that's right. Sold over 4 million copies.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yesterday.
I'm actually looking forward to this coming out on Xbox because I really want people who don't have a PC to experience this game because it's just so intense. And literally, when I have a spare 20 minutes, I am on Battlegrounds. My wife will tell you it's been the bane of her existence because I'm like, I just want to have a game. I just want to play one more game, please. Because it's just so addictive and so much fun, man.
You sent us a screenshot earlier of you camping in a room.
Yeah, so some games you just think to yourself, right, I'm playing solo. Because sometimes I'm playing a lot of time I'm playing a team with the guys in the community, mainly Wes and Sly, to be fair, and Wes's mate, who's a fucking amazing at it, and Reamsy as well. But when I do solo, I like to play like a camping bitch. So
yeah,
I find an area where no one else has gone to with a couple of houses. I raid the houses. I'll get like some equipment up, and I just hide in a bathroom. That is it. And then I usually get into the top 10 with that tactic, to be fair. So,
do you do what I do and like have a shotgun always aimed in on the door? As soon as that door opens, you just smash the mouse button.
Yep,
you can actually shoot through the door as well, which is pretty cool.
You can.
I know it's early, but do you two think this will be a contender for Game of the Year?
For me, it is my Game of the Year at the moment, just for the most fun I've had.
I think it might be mine as well.
It's just so good. I mean, it's such a simple concept, but it's just so much fun. You know,
you've got to play it to kind of understand how tense it is when you come down to the last few squads or the last few players, and the circle's getting smaller and smaller. And you literally, I shake when I'm playing it, like the adrenaline rush from it. And I haven't felt like that from a game in a long time.
Yeah.
Like the adrenaline rush, my hands are shaking when we get down to the last few players. It's just,
I've noticed the more hours I play, the more different of a player I become. Because I used to be very much like Webby, camping a lot. Now I've gone a bit more on the aggressive, and I'm one of those players who kills like 6 players a game.
Nice.
The best thing is, right, you get an assault rifle and you get a long scope, like a 4 or an 8, and you just nail people from a mile away. It's
when you get that suppressor as well. When you get the suppressor,
if you have one of those, you're unstoppable.
Also, what amazes me with this game is the graphics are, for an alpha, are stunning. It is a bit of a resource hog on a PC, which is why I'm a bit concerned about consoles, because it was running really janky when I just had 8 gig of RAM. I slapped another 8 gig in my PC, so I've got 16 gig of RAM, and it's now running a lot smoother, and it's chomping away at like 10 or 11 gig of RAM when I'm playing it. So I am wondering what they're going to do with the Xbox One in particular. It's
not
launch
optimized
console
yet, is it? They've got a lot of optimization to it, but the same with Arc. It's running on the same engine, the Unreal 4 engine.
Right, yeah.
And I mean, Arc still don't run great on the Xbox. I watched my pal play it like a month back, and I was just like, how do you play this like this in this state? But it might get there. I mean, think on console they're only aiming for 30 FPS more than likely, and maybe on the Xbox One X, hopefully 60. But yeah, it's a great game. Every game you play is different because your loadout's always different. What you pick up because of the drops are always random. So one game you run around with an Uzi, or you can have a shotgun, or you'd be lucky enough to get a sniper rifle. So it always feels different.
And it also depends on which way the plane is heading at the beginning of the game. So where you jump out, it's always different. So you're never going to land in the same place twice. As there's always that variation.
Yeah, good old Waterworld.
Unless it's Waterworld, where's his favourite, which is just an area that's flooded. But yeah, it's a great game, and the reason that we bang on about it every podcast is because we're just playing it that much because it is just so much fun. It's
I want to say
game.
a bit of a gripe is the Superman punch that pisses me off sometimes. Because if you sprint at someone. If you sprint at someone, jump and punch, and you hit them in the head, it's an instant down or kill. But the problem is, I never seem to be able to land them. Other people land them on me.
That's when you've got no armor on, because obviously you can pick up. What can you pick up? You can pick up 3 different types of helmets: so level 1, level 2, 3. Same with body armor, and now there's a ballistic mask as well.
I don't.
Which so then you can't get shot.
Pretty sure.
Yes, but when you don't get shot in the face, the ballistic mask.
Wait, that's not cosmetic.
No, the level 3, the level 3 helmet already has a bit that covers your face, right? So you could have a level 2 helmet and your ballistic mask, and it'll save you from face shots a little bit more.
I want to play this game so bad. I really do.
I really do think it's a game that you would enjoy.
I hope it don't get delayed.
I think I would.
I think it's aiming to be out for the launch of the X, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that a definite? Because I mean, we've had this before where they say they're going to release stuff. I'm not saying Xbox, but I mean that was supposed to come out on the PS4, but that was 2 years ago and it never came out.
Never came. Yeah. No. The thing is with the Xbox, you've got the preview program, which is quite a lot like Steam Greenlight as well.
Yeah.
Like, so
I'm interested to see. The developers of the game have actually said they plan on having it finished and released and fully optimized on the PC by the end of August, which is it's 2 months away. I can see it, like it's getting there. Like they do incremental updates every week. I could see it happening, but how are they going to optimize it for the Xbox in that amount of time?
Yeah.
By November, whatever it is, October.
Also, new maps. So there's obviously a few games out like this already. H1Z1 King of the Kill, the original mod Battle Royale, which did have more than one map, but there's a few games. There's a free-to-play Last Man Standing on Steam as well. That's the same sort of thing, but none of them, normally they just stick to one map, and this one's actually bringing out like new maps as well, which I'm pretty sure will be free.
They should bring out a snow map and you actually like leave footprints when you run about.
Yeah,
that'll be fucked up.
There's 2 maps coming.
One's a desert, right?
There's one that's a desert, and apparently if I'm not mixing it up, I very well could be. I'm pretty sure the desert one's a quarter of the size of this map, and then there's another one that's the same size as this map. But like the quarter of the size map is going to be insane.
Yeah, definitely.
Too small.
Yeah, you could do because you can do custom. They've got custom servers at the moment as well.
Yeah.
So you can't rent them yet. Some people get to test them. I'm not too sure how you do it, but so something like crossbow only. But think on a quarter of the size map, Glock only. Everybody running around like.
They're adding.
Could just be.
Go. No, go on.
I was just saying, on a small map, you could just fill out with all your friends because it's so popular, and just so it's just all you guys running around on that small map with Glocks only and stuff like on custom game modes. Like it'll be good.
They're adding PvP zombies where some players are going to be like the humans, and then the other players are going to be the zombies. And it's like survival against the zombies, like kind of like in Left 4 Dead where you have the zombie versus human mode. I think that's a custom mode. Like that's just for custom, yeah.
I see one of the YouTubers streaming that run around with frying pans. They're the zombies. They've got to hit you, and you shoot them, and they can only hit you. And like custom games already, they're doing that.
Well, anyway, we need to
follow this game.
Guys, we need to crack on. So,
all right, I'll be quick. Killing Floor 2, been playing it on PS Plus. It's a good co-op game. It's a lot like Left 4 Dead, 6 players, a bit more hectic.
Have you done the like versus mode on that at all, where you play?
No, I haven't yet.
Zeds. Oh, it's hilarious because you can basically control any of the Zeds, including like one person gets selected at the boss at the end, but you move like quicker than any of the others.
Yeah.
So it's like proper weird because you get like them fat bloaters with the cheek, like the little meat cleavers, like running around with one of them, like double at the speed. It's hilarious. You're just chuckling to yourself all
Sounds
the
like
time.
Left 4 Dead 2 versus, but with like
Yeah,
big
it's
faster
exactly
movement.
the same. I think me and Webby played some the other day.
Yeah,
of it,
so me and
actually,
Wes
versus
picked this up on Steam, Killing Floor 2. Fucking awesome. They actually added some free DLC as well. It's like clowns. It's well fucking freaky, man.
I'm annoyed because I've got
freaky.
it on the PS Plus, and it's like, do I buy it on the PC
I've got it on
anyway?
PS Plus. Is it any good?
It's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
no,
so
I'm
much
enjoying
fun.
it, yeah.
You know, you get a group of you together, and it's just such a laugh. It's just like zombies from Call of Duty. Really, you just get waves and waves of enemies coming at you, and you got to survive.
The twatted in 2 hits type of thing that you get in.
Yeah, there's like 150 zombies per wave, and it's a bit of a massacre. But it's 6-player co-op, so
But
it's
your
good
dudes
fun.
are classes as well, so you got a dude who can heal up and shit like that.
I play support.
Loads of stuff to unlock as well, ain't there? It's like a unlocking tree, I think.
So much fun, man. Like if you want to just blow off some steam for half an hour, killing some some zombies or some clowns or whatever, it's so much fun. PS4, PC, whichever system you're playing on. Get a group of mates together. It's such a laugh. It really, really is. So, yeah, really good game.
Yeah. 2 more games. Knock them out quick. Speed Runners. I played that with Leonardo from the Discord chat. Maybe it was between the last 2 shows. That's still game with gold as far as I know for about a week. So if you haven't got it, definitely download it. It's a game where you try and outrun the other players across the screen, and if you get too far behind, you just die. So we've had some very intense chases where the map's like shrunk to the size of a small letterbox, and we're just trying to like outrun the other, and we can't see the top or the bottom, and we're just trusting our instincts as to where we are. It's a good indie game. It's like not a big download size if you want to try it. And it's free on Game with Gold. It's definitely worth the download. It's a good bit of fun.
Yeah, definitely. I've not actually played it online yet, but played some single player, and I could just imagine how much fun it would be online.
Oh, the best thing is when you get like the golden claw and they're ahead of you and they're about to win, and then you just pull them back and you win because you throw them behind you.
Nice.
It's like the ultimate dick move, but it's amazing.
Cool.
Right, last one. I played a Nintendo Switch yesterday. I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I had fun. It wasn't my Switch. It was my friend through at a convention, and she suggested, well, why don't we play the Switch? And I went, wait, you've got it with you? She pulls out the Switch, gives me a Joy-Con, and goes, we're playing Mario Kart. And,
Mario!
Boy, that Joy-Con is small, isn't it?
Yep.
But yeah, it's
lady hands.
It's one Joy-Con per player, so then you've only got essentially half the controller. Wow. So the Joy-Con, I have big hands. I was like gripping it with like my 3 outer fingers to hold on to it. But I mean, apart from that, like it works perfectly. Like the screen's really clear, you know, like the game runs perfectly. It's good Mario Kart fun. We've sat there playing it for ages. My only issue is the tiny controller.
Just imagining you holding it like an Englishman's supposed to hold his cup of tea with his little
pretty much.
Pinky hanging out.
You pretty much nailed it, yeah.
Did you play it on a TV slate or on the actual?
No, I played it on the actual tablet we were out about.
What's the split screen like on that?
So it wasn't dropping frames and it looked good. The problem is the screen, in my opinion, the screen's too small on that tablet by a few inches.
Someone else has said it.
How big is it? Does anybody know?
7 inches?
What's your standard height nowadays?
Is it about
I don't know. I need to flop out my cock and measure it. I think.
Is it? Would you say it's about iPad size or smaller?
Nah, smaller than an iPad.
Smaller than an iPad, definitely.
Wow. I'm trying to think what it's like.
It's fucking tiny. It's like the size of my Kindle Fire HD, and that's 7 inches.
I was going to say you'd probably know, Stunty. Is it like the size of like a PS Vita case?
He said BRB.
Stunty's gone to the toilet.
Oh, right, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, the wrong time. Fair enough.
In my opinion, anyway, I don't think it's big enough. Like, I understand that it's designed for really probably one person on the go. Like, 2 is an advantage, but having the dock and then being able to play it on the TV is obviously where it's Well, I would say it's designed for. It's really probably designed for the tablet form. But obviously you can play on the tablet or you can play on the screen, like TV screen. I've only played it on the tablet, and in my opinion, I found it too small for 2-player. Probably all right on single player, but having half of that screen was quite small.
She said, "Whoop whoop."
All right, that's
Next.
But I had fun. That's me done.
Okay, who's next?
I think it's me,
Wes.
right?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Wes. Hello.
Haven't left me much.
That's all right. You've not left me much either.
Right, so what have I got here? Battlefield Bad Company 2. We went over that a little bit, didn't we?
It's still
We
great.
bought that again. Yeah, still great. Players Unknown Battleground. We killed that. Dirt 4. Dirt 4, yeah, that's the new Dirt. So yeah, I picked up Dirt 4. I think I got it on the release date. I've actually got a steering wheel and pedals set up for my PC. So I've been playing that. It's good. It's not as hard as the original, the one that come before Dirt. But yeah, it's a little bit easier, which makes it a bit better. But yeah, it's good. The reviews are a bit up and down because all the hardcore fanboys are like, oh, it's too easy. But there's actually 2 modes to this. You've got simulation and arcade. And yeah, it's a good game. You've played this, right, Webby?
Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's a lot better than the last Dirt.
Yeah, people moaned that the last one was too hard.
It was
fucking
difficult.
was too hard, man. That's
really,
why.
really, really tough.
So hard. So hard. But what I will say is
one
the
mistake and
graphics.
you're screwed.
I feel like the graphics are not as good as Dirt 4. Sorry, Dirt, the one before. For
I
some
think the
reason,
graphics
the
are pretty good, man.
What was the other one? Was it Dirt Rally?
Dirt Rally.
Yeah, Dirt Rally. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean.
it.
The graphics are not as good as Dirt Rally, I don't feel. I don't know what it is, but it feels because Dirt Rally actually come out as was it a beta? It come out on PC first as like a sort of beta.
Early
And you
access
could
thing.
buy it, early access on the PC. And then you got it on console. And that game looks great. Like, I'd still play that now. But it's, like you say, it's too hard. And I've got the steering wheel and pedals and I just struggle with it. But yeah, I've been playing a bit of that. That's good fun. What else?
I really like it because it's like proper old school rallying again, where it's the time trial. You got the little sectors and all that sort of stuff. You can still damage your car. I personally think it looks fantastic as well, and it handles really well.
Good.
So.
And you've got the extra modes on this one. So unlike Dirt Rally, this one you've got the buggies, the trucks. It's got the classic rally. And I want to say one more. It's got one more thing, but I can't think. Oh, Rallycross, which was in Dirt Rally.
Yeah.
It was in Dirt Rally, to be fair. But yeah, that's good fun. Next game, GTA, we spoke about. Talisman, we spoke about. South Park Stick of Truth. Sorry. Yeah, so I bought this. It's been on my Steam for like over a year, I think. I think it's because the new one's coming out. I thought I'll get back into it. I'm not really into turn-based games. It's not really my thing, but I've just been feeling to kick back and chill, play with the controller on the PC. And yeah, it's funny. It's a good, funny game. Like, I was surprised actually, like the stuff they get away with in this game. It's crazy. Like, I was very surprised. I think, what bit am I up to? I just got past the anal probing bit, the aliens when they take it. I just got past that, so I'm not too sure. I think I'm 8 hours in. Yeah, 8 hours in. I'm not too sure how long the game is. Any of you guys completed it? Or?
Yeah, I think
It's about a 30-hour game, isn't it?
I'm on the
30-hour
last
game.
section.
Oh wow, I didn't realise it was that big.
It's a
Let's
great
get onto it a
game.
bit more.
Really
It's good. I'm looking forward to the new one. The new one's a bit different. I see some gameplay. It's so you can move in grids. It's like a grid system where you move. They've changed it up a little bit, so I think that's possibly why it's been delayed. Because
have you seen the trailer for the new? There was some gameplay where the dudes at the end of the gameplay saying this is definitely getting banned in Australia
Because they're grinding on the dicks, right?
So you've got like little kids
that's
and this.
so wrong.
Oh mate, I was like, what the fuck is
club.
this?
Yeah, what is it? Get on my chub, son, or something?
Yeah.
Oh my! How do they get away with it? It was so wrong. It's like, and one of the mini games is like you're the little boy, like dressed as a stripper, and you've got to like grind on this guy's lap. It's an actual mini game. I was like,
Oh
oh
my
my
God.
God, how are they getting away with this? And then every now and then he's randomly farting for some reason. It's a bit weird, like, and then you end up having to like fight them at the end. Yeah, it's very random,
Strange.
but it'll be good. It'll be a good laugh. So yeah, just been playing a bit of that. Gonna crack on with it. Try and get it finished before the new one because it's been on my list for a while. But yeah, that's all good. What have we been playing next? Let me just get notes up. All right, yeah, on to the HTC 5, which
been doing some VR.
yeah, some VR. You've got PS VR, right, Switch?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm basically anything new I kind of want and have to get, and I'm a nightmare for anything tech like that. And I've held back on the HTC 5, waiting to see if announcements of any new ones come out. But I've been reading up people saying late 2018, so I thought, right, I'm going to get one. So obviously I'm living out in Thailand. Some stuff's hard to get out here. Some stuff's quite easy. So I was just having a Google to see where I could buy it and found a place in Bangkok that actually you can go play. They have like rooms set up to go play. There is about £10 an hour. So
I think they're becoming quite popular all over now, these VR cafes and stuff. I think there's quite a few of them opened in like Japan and stuff as well.
Well, I think I might be even adding one to my cafe because this place was making about £200 a day, which is a lot of money out here.
Yeah, like, definitely. Yeah.
I worked out in 3 months taking of this place that I went today, you could buy a house over here with the 3 months of taking. So it's crazy, yeah. It's crazy. And they had just three systems set up there. GTX 980s, i5s. It's reasonably stuff like that you could build quite thinny, but the VR headsets are expensive themselves. They actually went up in price as well. I think something to do with the Brexit. They actually up in price, yeah. So yeah, well, booked up and went go play with that with a few friends today. Went down to Bangkok to do that, and yeah, it's when people say, "Oh, you feel like you're in the game," and you just think, "Oh, it's hype talk. It's not going to be that good." And I put the headset on and I couldn't believe it. Like I nearly took it off because it was tripping me out a bit too much. As soon as I put it on, I nearly like took it straight off. First game I played was Arizona. It's a zombie game. I can't remember the name of it. So I think Arizona. And you start off in a cave and this head rolls in and you've got to shoot the head. And then it's one of them games where you point and click to teleport.
Yeah, they're doing that with the Doom, aren't they? I think.
Yeah. Which when I saw that, I thought, But when I've played it, it works really well. It does.
The game's called Arizona Sunshine.
That's it. Thanks. I did have it written down somewhere. Yeah, but I think that works really well, and it's cool. The whole controllers, the way you can cock your gun, the way you can put the clips into the handguns, like in all the different gun games. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's big money here with the rate at the moment. It's going to cost me about £900 to get one. I think it's big money, but I think I'm going to stretch because I've got a perfect room for it. I've got like a PC room, which is just about the right size for it. But yeah, I was blown away by it. Like the first game that I played, I couldn't believe how good it was, and I just thought like they're doing this now, the future for this. Because at first I thought it was gimmicky, like the 3D when you play 3D games, but it's not. I think
everyone I've stuck the headset on always ends up with this grin like an excited little child.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, like I was saying about the PlayStation VR though the other week, where I've had a go on it, and for me it's really immersive, but it's still the screen resolution for me. It looks a little bit blurry, and I just can't get past that at the moment. Did you get that with the Vive or?
Yeah, I won't lie. It was a little bit blurry, but at the same time, I think if I had it set up myself and I set it up to my face, I think it would have been a little bit better. Like the headgear didn't fit me too well, and because we're swapping around using it, and I think maybe the PCs it might have been running the games on low because they're not too great out here with like tech. They don't really know too much. They just kind of put stuff together and hope for the best. So I think with a bit more tweaking, it could have been a bit better. But yeah, it was blurry. The graphics aren't great. I'd say maybe PS2, borderline PS3 graphics. Like they're not great, but it's just amazing. You're just standing there looking around, and just everywhere you look, you're just like wherever you are. Like I played one game, Space Pirates Training. So you've got a gun and you've got a shield, and you can reflect their shots. These little bots are flying around you, and you can block their lasers that they fire at you and shoot them back. It's like a high score kind of game. We had a lot of fun with that, trying to compete to get a high score. Played a boxing game on it. It's the round, for some reason, 1 round, 6 minutes. And I was knackered after that. I was knackered. I was just like, what? Like, I knocked the guy out 2 times and he's getting up for a third, and I was sweating after that as well. And the aircon weren't great in this room. So, yeah, I played that. I played a table tennis game. That was a bit hard. I couldn't manage to hit the ball. I'm not too sure about that one. The thing is with these, like, VR games, you get good and then you get some, like, that just ain't worth it. They just jumped on the bandwagon, just chucked the game together, and it's just not great. So I played a climbing game. That was good. The climbing game is the only one I got a bit motion sickness from. I've heard a lot of people get motion sickness, but the climbing one was the only one. I think it's Candy Escape or something like. It's not actually the one that's on the Oculus Rift. It's the Candy Escape or something. It looked good as well. The graphics on that, to be fair, it's cartoony, so it's quite easy. You're just climbing up stuff. Like you look like an idiot doing it, but it's fun while you're doing it. We played that one as well, and I think that's about it really. It's just taking it in turns, but yeah, I'm gonna buy one. I'm too impatient to wait for the next one, so I'm gonna buy one.
I wonder how. I was just about to say, I wonder how much like the sales of VR are actually going to improve when like the Skyrim and Fallout launches.
Yeah.
Albeit, I am the sort of person that has always said, like, I don't know if I could, like, I can only really wear the headset for about an hour, hour and a half, 2 at a push at a time.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think I could sit there for hours on end.
A lot of the games are sort of demos, really. There's nothing with like any big story campaigns. I think when Doom does come out, like say Skyrim and Fallout, I think it will get a bit more popular. What's the deal? Because I didn't see that part of the show. I think it's the Bethesda on the E3. I didn't actually watch that. What's the deal with the? I know Doom's the teleport, but how about Skyrim? Is that just play with controller and?
I would hope so, because I wouldn't want any sort of like fiddly motion control-y stuff with that. To be honest, it just like the game would just end up being weird.
Yeah, that's right. And
I know for Fallout 4, I'm pretty sure it does use the motion controls, because I saw a picture earlier and it was like someone accessing a menu or crafting or something, and it looked like it was using like the shape of the motion controller.
No, is that coming to PC VR? Are they
everything?
Yeah,
all the VR formats. Yeah.
Wait, because Resi 7.
I thought it was just a Vive.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I might be wrong.
They showed Skyrim off at the Sony one, so that's definitely on the PSVR.
Yeah, that's definitely PSVR.
This is a problem with VR. Oculus, they're making only Oculus games only, and like Steam. I don't think Steam do only Steam games only, and obviously now you've got PlayStation are doing PSVR games only. They're splitting the market up. It's not big enough yet to start splitting that market up.
Small,
yeah, it's like they need to work together for this to catch on, for it to progress. So,
it's like sorry.
No, go on, Switch.
I was going to say, I can see why Sony made the Resident Evil 7 thing VR exclusive for a year, because it had obviously helped push units, but at the same time, I do know people who bought the PC version and then were gutted when they found out they couldn't actually use it in VR.
Yeah, I was going to get onto that. I mean, I've completed that just on my monitor, and then I see that it was VR on PlayStation. I was like, oh my god, this game would be amazing with VR. Then my friends like, no, it's not VR. He said it's not VR and PC yet, but did you say it's a year exclusive?
Yeah, so it'll be out on next January, I think. It should be available for the PC VR.
Sweet. Well, that's another reason for to get one.
Pedaling back to Fallout 4 VR, I was right. It is just HTC Vive.
Oh, right, that's fair enough. I didn't like Fallout anyway.
No, just Vive. I think they had some kind of dispute with Oculus.
I will say, is Vive the one with the funky little hand glove controllers that sort of fit in the palm of your hands? Yeah.
Yeah, like the Oculus ones have kind of got like the rings going around the top of them. If I'm
that's it. And then the PlayStation used like the Move Wand,
the Move sticks. Yeah. So I mean, I'm thinking about picking up another PlayStation because there's quite a lot of games that I can't play on PC that are on PlayStation only. And I did have one, and I had an Xbox One, but I gave them to my nephew and niece as Christmas presents because I just weren't using them. They were collecting dust. But
generous man.
I'm kind of regretting the PlayStation now. Seeing my niece dropped it, I think, and it's got the blue light of death or whatever it is. Oh. So, yeah, I'm kind of regretting that now. Kind of thinking I'm going to get that because with the I don't want to bang on about the PC because I know a lot of people console games on there, but it's every game on Xbox I can play on my PC now. So, I mean, and the ports are half decent. I bought Forza Horizon 2 on Windows Store. They're more expensive than as if I was to buy them on Steam, but if I want to play them, I can. I don't need another console to do it. But the PlayStation, I might pick another one up and then maybe get the PSVR instead of spending all the money on a HTC 5. I'm just weighing it up.
I will say, I expect them to drop the price of at least the PS4 Pro around the time that the X releases.
Yeah, okay. So hold tight.
I imagine they'll probably drop it another 50 quid, like English. That's my bet anyway, because that'll drop it to about 300 sort of a thing. So then it'd make it 150 quid cheaper than the X and stuff. So if you wait till the end of the year, you'll get a better deal if you're thinking of picking one up.
Would you recommend I get a Jap console or should I get a US? Because out here I've got an option normally to get either the Japanese consoles or I think it's the US ones because all the stuff from Play Asia out here.
Yeah. It all depends on where it's just basically where you create your account. So if you create an English account or say a Thai account or whatever, you'll connect to whichever store it is. Mm-hmm. So I could technically create a Japanese account on my English machine and using that access like the Japanese PSN store and stuff like that. So
if I was to buy Jap games, they wouldn't be region locked on.
No, there's no region locked on PlayStation or Xbox One, as far as I know.
No, there isn't.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm in two minds, but I think I am going to get a HTC 5 and then maybe get the PSVR, but I just hope they just open the platform up and release the games on all things because it's not big enough to like try and corner the market at the moment. It's expensive to get into.
It's too expensive. I still think, especially on the PC, and on the PlayStation as well. Actually, the VR it certainly prices a lot of people out of it because it's just so expensive. I mean, how much is the Vive? I think the Vive's like 900 quid here.
I think the Vive's 850 or 789 from Curry's.
It's a lot of fucking money, dude, for a headset.
Yeah, it is. First gen headset as well.
It's ridiculous. And I hear that they're bringing out a wireless one at some point.
Yeah, and LG are bringing that one out as well.
Yeah, PSVR is like what, 350?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
Really?
But obviously, yeah, you're still going to need the PS4 to use it.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you haven't got both, you're looking at least like say 550.
Yeah, but then that's a lot cheaper than spending say £1,000 on a PC to be able to do the VR, and then another 900 quid for the headset. That's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've got the PC already, and if I had the HTC 5 and I found it boring, it's something that I could implement into my shop as well. So it could kind of work for me. If I got it and thought it's a bit gimmicky, then I could then put it in the shop and try and earn some money out of it in the internet shop as well. So
that's a good idea.
Kind of a backup plan for it. But yeah, that's it really. That's all I've been playing. Hopefully I will get a chance to pick up some sort of VR. and just and yeah, just crack on with one. Which one I'll get, I'm not too sure, but for now, I think they just need to start supporting it and drop the prices, and then it will click on. I think
Yeah.
it'll take a while, but the prices have got to come down, and I don't think it's a gimmick like the 3D TVs. I mean, I bought into that. I think I played one of the Gears of War 3 in 3D. I was just like, oh,
I remember playing Killzone in
bothered.
3D on the PS3, man.
Yeah, I just couldn't be bothered with it. I was just like, oh, like this is hurting my eyes. I was just like, I can't be bothered with it. So yeah, that's it, really.
All right, Switch.
Oh,
Well, there's only really one game that I've been playing in the last couple of weeks, really.
Next.
And that is, yeah, I was going to say, if you're bored now, you're going to get
Final
really
Fantasy?
fucking bored. I'm sorry. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood expansion. Early access started last Friday, and the game officially went on sale this Tuesday. Basically adds like 6 new zones to the game map, which are like 1.5 times bigger than the zones that were in the previous expansion, Heaven's Ward. Get 2 new classes, Red Mage and Samurai. Red Mage is a ranged magic DPS, and the Samurai is a close quarters like DPS. It's absolutely fantastic. The changes they've made to it are quite abundant. From obviously the last expansion, they've given the combat system a big old rehash. As you know, Webby, when you logged in and you were sort of like, "Where the fuck are off my abilities?"
Yeah,
sort of a thing. So they've basically cut a load of the abilities out, and basically added some in. They've condensed some other skills to make things a bit easier for people with controllers and stuff to put more skills on their hotbars that are required and likely to be more useful. So even people like myself who've been playing the game for almost 4 years now are virtually having to relearn our classes again from scratch almost. Wow. So you're going to have like new rotations and new combos and stuff to do. If anyone's thinking of jumping in that is put off, because obviously there's a lot of content from like say 2.0 and 3.0, you can actually buy story skip potions.
No.
I wouldn't recommend doing this personally myself, because one of the best things about this game are the story and the characters and the lore. And obviously jumping all that will take you a lot out of what I think is one of the main attractions of the game, to be honest. But it's there for people who want to quickly jump up and get up to speed with a lot of other people, sort of a thing, if you want to do the end game. And although the end game is great, just don't expect masses and masses of end game content. You'll get it delivered to you in patches that sort of come on down the line, sort of a thing. And by skipping a lot. Sorry, Karen. That's all right, go ahead.
The 2 new classes, if you want to play them, do you start as a high level of, obviously you've been playing before, or do you start from the bottom or again?
As long as you've got access, both of the new classes start at level 50.
Okay, right.
Which is basically the equivalent of your max ending level at the end of like the 2.0 story before Heaven's Ward. So to get them to actually be those classes to be useful enough in like the brand new game content, you could run sort of like the older content to level them up, or say like Gwyn Palace of the Dead, which is a constantly changing dungeon that you can run over and over again with certain classes to get loads of XP and stuff out of it and other bits and bobs, sort of a thing. A lot of people are using it to level up. There was the usual sort of early access problems of like disconnects. You were in a queue of like over 1,000 odd players, weren't you, Webby, at one point?
Okay, yeah. So this has been my gripe with the game, because I pre-ordered it early so I could get in the early access. So you could play the expansions. I think it was like 5 days before the actual release. I was like, yeah, fucking awesome. The first 2 days I couldn't even play the game. Purely because the queues were so long, I couldn't be asked to queue for 1,000 people. I mean, I think I sat in a queue for nearly an hour on the first day, and I just gave up in the end.
Yeah, I've heard of people on US servers like Balmung especially, which is like a massive RP server, people sitting in queues for 5-6 hours to get in.
That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They need to sort this out. I mean, now you can get straight in, and I've actually been really enjoying the expansion. So this is the best MMO in my opinion. It's just always something to do, and this new story content is absolutely fantastic. I've only gone up to level 64, I think, so I've still got a lot to do. But I've poured in quite a lot of hours into it this past week.
Have you reached? Sorry, Sly.
I was going to say, I would like to play this game. My issue with it is I don't like monthly subscriptions.
Dude, that's fair enough, and I can understand why people would say that, but in my opinion,
it's worth it.
I play it enough that it's worth it for me.
Yeah,
how much is it?
It's like £14 for 2 months, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I pay it monthly, so I pay, I think it's £7 a month. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
I used to play a bit of WoW, and I subscribed for about 3 months. Just found it hard to find an English-speaking guild to run like the higher raids on at the sort of times that I'm awake.
Yeah.
Like out here, so I kind of give it up. But yeah, I've tried Final Fantasy this week. Actually, I forgot to mention that. I just weren't in the mindset for it. A lot of reading, I couldn't really be bothered. But yeah, I will give it another go. Maybe me and you will try and jump on it, Sly, because I think it's free to level 50, right, Webby? Or was it 30?
Free to 35. I think when you hit level 35, that's when you wants you to hand over cash. But you can technically level a class to 34, and then go and level another class to 34, and then go and level another class to 34. Obviously, the extra classes that came with each expansion, you'll probably find you're locked out of.
Yeah. I mean, you probably don't want to jump in straight in the deep end anyway.
Yeah, but it'll give you an idea of what it's like. But yeah, I was going to say, have you reached Kugane yet, Webby?
Yes.
It looks absolutely amazing, that place, doesn't it?
And this is what amazes me about this game. It's an MMO, so you kind of expect MMOs graphics to be a bit shit, you know, and I played some World of Warcraft recently, and compared to this game, it still looks fucking shit. It really does.
Oh, no.
The graphics are awful, man. Awful.
They've done a rehash.
You're talking about a 10-year-old game.
Yeah, you know, so I'm not
true.
going, but this game is
like
absolutely gorgeous. It really, really is. And, you know, I'm running it all on Ultra. I mean, on the PS4, it looks absolutely stunning as well. Like the backgrounds, the characters are just so smooth. It's just stunning. And they've really made a great effort with this game. And that kind of what sucks you into it.
Yeah, they did actually like add a few little touches to the graphics as well with the 4.0 update. As you tweaked as well, or said when you came in, you were like, have they added stuff to the graphics a bit? And I was like, yeah, I'm noticing it being a lot smoother. Like textures look, although when zoomed up on characters close, like pretty close, there is pixelation and stuff. But when you're obviously playing the game, you're not going to really see that. It's only in the cutscenes and stuff.
It's amazing.
It's good they're doing that. Try and keep it current, like try and keep it up to date.
I mean, this expansion came out at just the right time because I had gotten to the point on Final Fantasy 14 where there was nothing really that I wanted to do. I mean, I could have gone and leveled another class. I've already leveled 4 classes, I think, now. But I didn't really want to do another one. You know, it's just the same shit over and over again, grind fest, and I needed more content, story content, more areas to explore, and this has brought me back into it big time. Like the new areas are amazing. The story so far is really, really good, and the new dungeons I've done it's just a great game all round, especially for Final Fantasy fans.
Yeah, which class are you leveling at the moment?
I'm leveling my machinist. I have also started a samurai as well, just to see what it's like, and I'm really liking that. So
yeah, the machinist's artifact weapon is based on a Tommy gun. It looks
nice. And I get a flamethrower soon as well.
Yeah, I've seen someone using that flamethrower in a hunt, actually, to be honest.
Nice.
Sort of a thing. But yeah, I've just been really enjoying going back into it, seeing a lot of people from our guild jumping back on, playing the game, having good old conversations, and sort of seeing everyone get in that new sort of expansion, new content, like hype sort of a thing. Obviously, and I think it's either next week or the week after, they're releasing like the first raid as well.
Nice.
Which is going to be based upon Omega Weapon, as far as I can understand as well.
So, and this is what people don't understand about this game, right? The raids in this game are so epic.
You say that, but Warcraft has better raids.
Oh yeah, but like in here, I just love the queuing system. You know, you're not really waiting too long to get into dungeon runs, and they're just a lot of fun. And when you're in a good free company as well, like our free company is pretty good. It's just that community feel as well when everyone's online and you're all just chatting away in your chat box and people come and help you out and stuff. It's just a lot of fun.
How do they compare to like Destiny's raids?
Yeah.
They're more single room instance. Like you'll rather than having like an entire thing, you'll have like say 4 or 5 rooms where you'll like fight through trash mobs, get to a boss, and then the boss will have certain mechanics and stuff to do.
But
so they
these
could
kind of
link them all together like Warcraft.
But the dungeon runs are actual like massive areas that take ages to go through, aren't they?
Oh, I know. I did them in 15. I know what a dungeon is in that game.
It's a bit
yeah, I will say there's some of the dungeons now actually take part of actual story events.
Nice.
So you're actually playing through certain story events. As you'll know, like say the first dungeon you did, Webby, you're fighting originally on the top of the ship with all your teammates, and then you jump off the edge of the ship onto the rocks, and you run off through like the cove, kicking everything's head in all the way to the end, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So they've tried to involve it more now in sort of like the story and what's going on, rather than it being like a separate thing off to the side, which I think they're still going to do that with the extra dungeons that I'll get at the end game, which I can't be too far away because I think I've unlocked the last sort of story dungeon today.
Okay, cool.
Actually, like an hour or so before we started recording, so I'm going to save that for tomorrow. But it's taken me ages to go through some of this because I'm really anal when it comes to things like this. We'll get to a new area and I will clear every single side quest until there's none available, and then I'll move on to the next area.
And there's a lot of side quests in this, believe me.
Yeah, you'll go and hand one in, and then another 6 pop up, and you're like, fuck's sake, go and do all them, and then you'll go and hand them in, and another 3 pop up, and you're just like, oh god, no. Like, they're good, and they actually tell good stories now in this, where some of the side quest stories, like you'll meet certain characters doing them, and then when you get further on through the level, you'll have another side quest pops up that actually combines characters you know from other side stories into one other story that's going on.
Yep, it's amazing, and you know, it's an MMO that I mean, I've played WoW, I've played so many different MMOs, and this is kind of like the only one I've stuck with, and it's not just because it's a Final Fantasy game. I think it's just because it's just enjoyable. It's just so much
Nothing
to do,
to
and
do
it's
with
fun.
your love for Cloud.
Nah, even though I do have Cloud's outfit in this game, but
should we all just like go back to Defiance?
Oh, remember them days.
That was a good game.
That was good times. Yeah,
I had console as well. Oh, the frame rate on that though, when there was an instance and everyone was killing the big bugs, it dropped down to like 15 or even lower.
I think it's free now anyway.
Okay, guys, I just want to say we've lost Stunty, and we've been going for just over 2 hours, and I think
how have we lost him? Did he off himself, or did he fall out the picture?
And he had an emergency or something.
And Phil's been very quiet as well.
Yes, I've been listening.
You going to play some Final Fantasy with us, Phil, or what?
Probably never going to happen, no.
So, Phil, I do have a question for you, actually, because we've been having some private conversations in our Mojo chat, and you are thinking about building a PC at some point. Is this actually going to happen?
What?
Yeah. Financially, I've just got done a lot of work in the house. I've just bought a house there 6 months ago. I've had to get it rewired. Last week I just converted from oil to gas. So maybe towards the latter end of the year, yes, I'll hopefully have a PC. Yes.
Awesome.
Good man.
We
and you're going to play Battlegrounds on it?
Well, yeah, I probably will. I am itching to play that game. Yeah. Basically, what I'll be getting the PC for will be Destiny.
Sweet.
Good man. I'll be getting it.
60 FPS all the way.
Or 144.
It's unlimited.
Grand on a monitor.
Yeah, unlocked FPS.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Cool. So yeah, that's enough. Final Fantasy. Is there any other games you played Switch?
No, that's it really, to be honest.
Okay, cool. I've not had my go, but we've talked about all the games I've played apart from Overwatch with Collie Wally today. So I played some Overwatch with Collie Wally today. It was fun. That's me done.
Nice.
That was nice and easy, wasn't it?
You
Sweet
should
and
go last
short.
more often.
Wow.
You should go last more often.
Oh, I know. So yeah, we've had a few questions on the Facebook. If you're listening live on the YouTube, send some questions in there as well if you can be bothered. So Paul Clark says, now that the dust has settled on E3, has anyone's opinions changed on what they saw or think on the game's hardware, etc.?
Yeah, so I was really critical of Microsoft, and I'm going to tone it back a little bit, and I'll say that the Xbox One X does look impressive. Like, I'd be interested to see how well it does. I hope it does well, being a 4K console and stuff. I do not, however, retract my statement about the games. I don't think they have enough.
No.
Don't.
And I hope that they bring some out.
But the hardware is
apparently
impressive.
Phil Spencer said they held back for E3. They've actually got quite a bit that's still in progress that wasn't ready to show yet.
Well, we've still got Gamescom to come, which I think should be good. And obviously,
Shadow of the Tomb Raider, right? Surely.
On the PS4 front, we've got like Tokyo Game Show coming up in like 3 or 4 months as well. So
I think Microsoft and Sony did well at E3 this year, not to show a clip of a game that could be 3-4 years away. Most of them are all like this year or next year, and I think that's the way Microsoft and Sony are starting to sway their conferences now. They're going to show something that's going to be out in a matter of maybe 4 or 5 months instead of a year or two.
The problem with that is, though, they showed a lot of games that have been out on PC already for a while. I felt like quite a few of the games they showed, I was like, wow, I had that a long time ago. But the hardware was impressive. I'll definitely give them that for the price that they're selling it at.
Sorry, I was just there was an article on PC Gamer, and they were trying to build a £450 PC that could push out 4K, and they couldn't do it.
I'm
Really?
so glad you just mentioned the PC Gamer article, because I was going to segue into I slagged off their conference. It was worse than I slagged off. I held back a little bit on that one.
It's so boring.
I'll tell
They
you
let us
what
down.
conference I wish I watched, and that's that Devolver Digital one.
Yeah, they look quite interesting,
it was
actually. Yeah,
It looked really funny and weird.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I still think the Ubisoft one was the best, though. So
I don't know. I will say about that PC Gamer, because Wes and I were watching it together, and you were there for a bit, Webby. It was just, they didn't have anything original to show off. They released Age of Empires HD. That was all they had, and they had a Battlegrounds update, and that was it.
That's what you want, because obviously, apart from pretty much getting everything multi-platform, you want stuff that's obviously out on the PC first or whatnot, didn't you? To be shown.
I'm pretty sure Age of Empires is coming to the Xbox as well. I'm pretty sure it's both.
I was just watching it, hoping Gabe would walk out and announce.
I was hoping
Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3 is real.
I think at this point,
Left 4 Dead 3.
I want Left 4 Dead or
Portal
3. Yeah, I was just hoping he'd come out, but he's obviously too busy eating pies, counting his money.
Bastard. Right, shall we move on? Questions. So,
questions,
Paul Simpkins asked a very good question. What is everybody's day one purchases before Christmas?
Crash Bandicoot in about 6 days.
Destiny. That's really it.
Destiny 2.
I think I've only got a couple of games on my list. One of them is Need for Speed, because it looked really good at E3. Another one is Call of Duty, the World War II, because it actually looks really good.
Yeah, it looks a lot like World at War, but just more souped up and more graphically, technical.
Yeah, and if Sly can convince me, I might pick up Destiny 2 on the PC.
Oh, no. Me and Sly will be on your case about that, Webby.
Phil and Wes will be on it.
Yep.
We've almost got a raid team. Two more and we've got a raid team.
That is my day one, for sure. Looking forward to that.
Well, I'm going to be picking up on PS4 first, because it's not going to be released on PC for at least a month. Is it a month and a half after?
Yeah, it's October 24th. Yeah.
And I'm sure they're going to release something that you can migrate your character progression if you own it.
My brother's buying it on the game share on the Xbox, so I'll be smashing it without having to pay anything for a month, and then I'll have to buy it.
You should get it PS4 just to have that exclusive content.
But then I'm going to have it on 3 platforms.
you can never get too much Destiny, man.
Exactly. There you go.
Oh, dear. Right, let's move on. Paul Barry Hicken says, anyone bothering with COD? Well, I think we just answered that question.
Yes.
Nick Wilson says, what games from E3 were not on your radar are now a must purchase? Mine's Need for Speed
Metro
Paycheck,
Exodus.
he says. Payback, sorry.
Anthem.
Anthem, yeah, I was going to say Anthem's definitely on
Anthem
my radar.
looks good, but
Yeah.
Metro Exodus, we didn't even know it existed, and here it is.
Metro.
Yeah,
That's
Metro.
amazing.
I actually thought that was a Xbox exclusive by the way they said it, and then I've looked
It was
into
world
after,
premiere,
it's
wasn't
not.
it?
Yeah, like the way they were a bit tricky with that, weren't they? The Xbox.
What about
conference.
Evil Within 2? That
I
sounds
didn't see that.
Wolfenstein 2 definitely looks good.
Wolfenstein definitely is
Oh,
going to be
man.
a day one for me.
Too many games.
You know, there's 3 games coming out on October 27. There's Wolfenstein, Assassin's Creed, and there's also Super Mario.
Mario?
It's a me.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's a
What
good day
about
if
the
you
new
like
Star
games.
Wars game?
Looks
Torrent
good,
2,
actually.
buy
I
one.
will buy that.
Cool. Shall I do the next question?
Yeah.
Jordan Campbell says, do you think the release of Battlegrounds on console will change the way console gaming works in terms of more open world based games coming to consoles from Steam?
If it succeeds, yes.
Yeah, I mean they've had this in the pipeline for a while, haven't they? With the Xbox preview, I'm not too sure how many games. When I was on the Xbox, you had Dangerous Elite, Ark, and maybe one more game on there. I don't know if they've got more on there now.
We Happy Few.
Oh, that was a pile of shit.
I was
Okay.
gutted that was an early, well, sort of like an early access type thing.
That game
I'd
was
rather
so
it was
good
just
when
a
it
full
was
game.
first announced.
Yeah.
So is there no more games on that preview?
There's a
then,
few
at the
more.
moment?
I don't know. Nothing big as far as I know.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully this kicks it off a bit more then, and yeah.
From the way
Okay.
they're talking, it sounds like it's a full release title, so I don't even know if it'll be in the preview.
Yeah, it might just come
It
straight
definitely will be. 100% it'll be in the preview. There's no way they'll just drop that, I'm sure. But we'll see.
We shall see. Right, last couple of questions. Alpa Aidin? Sorry if I can't pronounce your name properly. I'm tired. With the summer holidays now in full swing, are people struggling to stay in and catch up on gaming? I know I am.
Yep.
No, it's winter.
No.
It's always so. It's
Just
always
close the
30
curtains.
degrees plus here.
And still cook inside your own house. And
That's it.
Yeah.
So that answers that question. Carl says, do you think PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds to other people, will go on sale during the Steam Summer Sales? No.
No, it
And it
won't.
didn't.
It's selling too well.
It's
It's
an
still a
expensive
discounted game. Is it not? It's not a £40 game.
It's
It was
£26.
£47.
30
Oh,
US
£26.
dollars.
But it was on
£11
CD
for me.
keys on sale a few weeks ago for 18.
Carl, look, you've been voicing it on Twitter. You're saying it looks so good. I just want a little bit of a price cut. Look, we're talking about it. You may as well just come and get it while it's current and we're all playing it still.
Do it.
Just
Do it.
It's not even that much. Just come on, Carl.
Come on,
Do it.
Carl.
I know you're listening. We know you're listening.
I got it
Carl.
for $40 before it came to Steam. Got to play it early, and then sold the stuff that I got for the pre-order and made like over £100 in my Steam wallet.
Oh, nice.
And
it's
then
not-
I
yeah.
told you how much it's going for now. and
Oh,
you felt
it's
a
like
bit of a
300 quid or something for like the coat and the boots and the balaclava. Oh, I should
Wow.
have held on to it for a bit longer, but I've bought about
Status
5 or 6
symbols.
games for that. Yeah, it's silly stuff really, but it's actually £11 for me here on this Thailand Steam, so it's a bit better priced. I think £20 would be a better price, entice more people to get it, but it's selling well, so do their thing.
That's all the questions, guys.
Hey.
Nice.
That's been one long show, nearly 2.5 hours.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
Carl.
Well, there was like a good 10 minutes of technical difficulty, so.
Yeah.
That
Editing
means
that
like
out.
ready for bed.
Yeah.
And Carl will probably cut out another 15, 20 minutes worth of what.
Carl's going to cut out FIFA.
Beaver.
That's the first that's
Okay.
been in this podcast in a while.
Right, let's end this then. So thank you for coming on, everybody. It's been awesome. So from me, Mark Webb, Gamer Tag, PSN ID, Steam ID, Webby317.
Me, Urban Big P. Dun, dun, dun.
Me,
believe-
Sly Almond.
All right, it wasn't me. Now it is. Sensei Switch.
Peace out from Thai Guy Wes.
And from me, Stunt Master, my walking
Stunty.
stick. Oh, young man.
We got that order really wrong, by the way.
Oh, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. We always
I
fuck
didn't have a
up every
clue.
week. Anyway,
Darren was
that's
meant to be first.
the end of the show.
I was second.
Anyway, that is the end of the show, so thank you very much. Don't forget to visit interactive.net. You can find us on Twitter at mojo_int and facebook.com/groups/Mojo Interactive. Please join our Discord group. There is links on the Twitter and on the Facebook group. If you can't find it, just ping me and I'll send it to you. It's awesome and it's where most of the sessions are set up. Anyway, that's it. So thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Wait.
See, the thing is, right, it was meant to be Paul first.
Ah.
He
Throw it
wasn't
out.
here.